Good morning, Disney.
We
made it.
are here. It's Friday. Is it Friday?
It is Friday.
Last week, right?
Yeah, really weird, but fast.
Somebody, a good friend of mine, Kelly from Myers of the Mouse, last night said, fast but long week. And I thought, that's a weird way to say it, but yeah.
A bit long.
Yeah, not in a negative way for me. But anyway, we're happy to be here. Good morning, Disney. If you're watching live, it's about 9:20 Central Time on a Friday, the end of August, the 21st. If you're watching on the replay, thank you. Team Replay in the chat, or well, in the comments, I guess it would be, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Andy with an O, first one in the house, over a half hour early. Thanks for being here. Dean, Turkey, Leggster, Bancroft, 35 minutes early. Thank you for being here, buddy. I heard a rumor that Dean wouldn't be here, but there he is.
Yeah. Well,
So
he
Dean
did say he's going to be watching the replay.
He's going to be rewatching the replay, as she
Be
says so
watching.
eloquently.
Yes.
Dean, if you're watching the
I'm
replay,
trying to read and talk.
I hope you got good news, buddy. Bloomin' Cheese in the house. Keith, big Disney fan in the house. What's going on? Sandy Norris in the house. What's going on? I'm glad you are here. Can you tell I've had no coffee this morning? Misty with a D in the house. What's going on? My mommy in the house. What's going on? Mama, Uber Myers of the Mouse is in the house. You know what house she'll be in on Sunday night?
Not my house.
Yes, she will. Well, her house, but my house too, because she's up my guest this Sunday. We had a change in schedules, and she was available, and I'm excited about it because she's got a brand new Etsy store that you need to talk to her about.
Ooh.
Because this one should have an Etsy store. She creates stuff all the time, but
It's okay. So my issue with an Etsy store is you've got to be consistent, and I'm not consistent.
you don't have to be actually. You have to get
Yeah.
get like 40 things and throw it on there, and then you can take a
Yeah.
nap.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm the one that can.
I just have like a lot of other things going on.
I'm the least consistent person in the world, but
True.
I give the illusion of consistency by blasting you all with content. But I'm not consistent, but people think I am.
Well,
Anyway,
we're
Andy
here.
with an O, Misty with a D. What's going on, my friend? I'm glad you guys are here. Jennifer White in the house. Good morning to you. Glad you're here. Jai is not right. Jay would be cool though. Jay Skywalker one, still a better last name than me in the house.
And a better smoker, isn't he?
I
the
never
amazing
smoked,
smoker?
young lady.
No.
Yes,
he has the
R2D2.
droid. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous. It's my jealous face. Part of your world adventures. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. If you're a member of the channel, thank you guys. Go ahead and use those emojis. They're fun. Show everybody what we've got. I like them. Michael Riley in the house. Welcome back, Michael Riley. Michael Riley was on that crazy stream the other night.
Oh.
Hi, bud. Hope you're on the normal planet. Magic of the Mouse in the house. What's going on? Lori French in the house. Hitchhiking Bones, my friends, my Texans in the house. What's going on? Don't forget, go Patriots, said me never. John Morgan in the house. What's going on? Happy Friday to one of my favorite Orlandoans. Actually, I can't say that anymore. I know a bunch of people from Orlando. So now I leave out a bunch of people when I say that. He's still one of my favorites, though. Brianna P in the house. What's going on? Magical Jeff with illusions. So we've got news. We've got family news. We've got Disney news. There's a lot of Disney news to get to. There's downstairs news to get to. There's some baby news to get to. There's we can't find our pants news. There's all kinds of news.
No, we have pants. We're good.
I have pants. I don't wear a lot of pants. Janice, Disney 74. Great. 1974 is a great year, Janice, Disney. Do you know why?
74.
You're married to me.
I was 4.
So you should really know why 1974 was one of the great years of all time.
It was a great baseball year.
Yes. Keep going.
The Dodgers did something wonderful.
They did. They had a great year. My favorite baseball player of all time is
Steve Garvey.
and he was the MVP of what year?
1974.
He actually made the All-Star team by the vote when he wasn't even on the ballot. That's what's such a good year.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yep. I think they lost to the A's in the World Series that year, but we won't talk about it. I was only 4. And I got like hairs and stuff. What the heck? All right. You guys ready to talk a little Disney news?
Dun, 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 dun,
I'm going to take that as a
Disney
yes.
news.
So let's start off with the movie. So the one and
Your
only
mom
item.
said your sister was born in 74.
But it was a great year anyway. Love you, sis. Love you, sis. Joe Kelly, there you go. Wait, who is that? Steve Garvey, my favorite ball player ever. You know, it's actually sad. I need story time noises, like for sad stories and happy stories. I need a sad story time. When we were moving away, we lived in Banning, California. It's as horrible as it sounds. It's a little crappy town in the hills, just west of Palm Springs. So right before it's piney there.
It was piney.
It's kind of a pretty little town, but it's
town.
an ugly town. But it's a pretty little town.
Right, like on the border of the reservation. Right.
Yeah. Morongo, which is
We were high up enough to get snow flurries.
Yeah, we were like, I don't know, what were we, 2,800 elevation something? It wasn't big, but we were at the base.
Freezing cold snow, wind. We had crazy wind all the time.
We were right at the base of Mount San Gorgonio, the largest mountain in Southern California. And it's the pass on the way down to Palm Springs or on the way up to Southern California or LA if you're going there.
Yeah.
When I lived there, I had remember I worked at a Boys and Girls Club, and there was a guy who wanted to become on our board, and he was a good guy. And I didn't know him well, but we were building a relationship. And he knew Steve Garvey. He had a business appointment with Steve Garvey, and we were going to meet up. We were going to go. I was going to go to a lunch meeting with him just to meet with Steve Garvey because he knew I was a big Steve Garvey fan. And I'd met Garvey. Hey, Maximus. I had met Mr. Garvey before at plenty of events and, just stuff. He was actually at my high school when I was a student there a bunch of times. I got to meet him, got his autograph. But, I never got to talk with him and sit and have lunch with him. And so that was a planned thing. And like with a week and a half left, Victor had to cancel it. So I didn't get to go meet with him. And then he was going to reschedule. And then I had to tell Victor that day, yeah, but I'm leaving.
We're moving.
So I don't even know if you know that story. Do you know that?
I mean, I kind of vaguely.
Yeah. My chance. Steve Garvey missed out. But, every now and then he tweets me. Not really. I mean,
yeah.
It's a whole thing. Nana Barber in the house, Jill Sampson in the house, Paximus in the house, Jersey Mike, which makes me want to have a sub in the house. What's going on? I used to get the Major League Baseball package so I could listen to the great. Oh, I got a Vin Scully story. I got a couple Vin Scully stories. Vin Scully, I have no doubt, is the best human since Jesus. Like when I get up there to heaven, and God says whatever he says, I'm going to say, yeah, thank you. Can I go talk to Vin now? And Vin's not dead. I'm just assuming by the time I get there, we'll both be there, But my point is, he's perfect. His voice is my happy place. Vin Scully, talking about Kirk Gibson going deep against Dennis. Sorry for you people who are just here for Disney and don't like baseball talk, but it's my day and I can talk if I want to. So anyway, Vin Scully's the best. Okay, so let's get into the one and only Ivan. Did I leave anything out on that story? Did I not answer any of those questions? I feel like I did. No doubt. Good band. I like her. She's a pretty good Gwen. So I woke up early to watch it so I could talk about it today. I actually was going to watch it at midnight. I was just going to stay up. It's an hour and a half. I thought I'd stay up till 1:30 and watch it, but it didn't come out until 2 o'clock my time. I didn't want to stay up till 3:30 my time just for a movie. No. And I got to be honest with you. So Bryan Cranston, I'm a huge fan of. Breaking Bad is the greatest TV show ever. Oh, I do too, Maximus. Go Dodgers. Francisco in the house. I love saying the name Francisco, and I also love saying Go Dodgers. Francisco, me and you were buddies already. All right, so let's just get to the IMDb, shall we? Let's talk about all the people in this movie. Bryan Cranston, you know him from Breaking Bad. I never watched Malcolm in the Middle, but obviously he's popular from that too. My shirt looks dirty because of the stuff. I swear it's not dirty.
No, it's the print.
Yeah, it's the print. It looks dirty when I look at it. Bryan Cranston is certainly one of my favorites. Bryan Cranston, by the way, Dodger fan. Just throwing that out there.
He looks weird to me with hair.
Well, it was a wig, so there's that.
Supposed to, yeah, okay. But I was like, wait.
No spoilers for any of you guys who are freaks about spoilers. I'm not, but I won't tell you a spoiler. But it's a kids movie about talking animals. So you could probably already write it yourself. And I don't know, you watched 2/3 of it or so, maybe.
A little bit, yeah.
I watched the entire thing. And so I don't like, hey, the animals are in jail, let's save them stories very often. Although I often will like them if they're well made because they're funny, like Over the Hedge and, so many silly ones like this. This was a live action with animals talking. That's hard to do and not suck, right?
Yeah.
Think Lion King, which I actually enjoyed, but most of the world hated. It's hard to make an animal talk and take it seriously. And then you're taking me and it's a circus, right? So they're in a circus. I won't give away any of the plot, I promise. But
Circus in the Mall.
Circus in the Mall, it's based on the true story of Ivan the gorilla. So if you're my age, I'm 50, you already know what's going on because this is Ivan the gorilla who painted paintings. Yeah. It was a story. I remember the story.
It's based on a true story.
So when it says it's based on a true story but the animals are talking, I'm like, wow, I missed that part.
We did.
But if you suspend that part of reality, it's the story, so you already know what's going on. It's a gorilla and other animals in a mall, and one day the citizens of the Great Northwest bang on the doors, give away, put Ivan in a bigger cage. I don't think that's what they said. Put Ivan in a bigger cage. Is that what they said?
No.
Okay. But anyway, that's what they did. And you know the story. But so when you take animals and you humanize them by giving them relationships and voices and human voices and again relationships, it's hard for me to suspend that. Okay, I'll suspend that and have fun with you, and then I'm supposed to feel bad for you, and then I want them to go back on the island or back in the wild where they'll get eaten because they live longer in captivity. I'm sorry. But it was sweet. It's a tearjerker. It ain't gonna get me to cry, but you get the feels at the end, right? Like you get the feels at the end. Again, I'm not gonna give it away, but again, if you know the story, you know the story, right?
And they did a pretty good job of animating the animals' faces.
They did
for sure. Ivan, they gave him such human-like expressions.
They did.
The bunny rabbit, he was totally cute. I mean, but again, it's a kid's thing, but they so I was kind of surprised that it wasn't like Lion King.
Yeah,
which very much looked very animatronic, like weird looking to me. This one,
it looked good. Are you saying? I felt like it looked a lot like Dumbo. It had the look of Dumbo. Now I probably thought that because
the baby elephant.
It was animals and it was a circus and it was Disney. Danny DeVito's in both. Some huge stars in this movie. And again, so back to the movie. I'm not going to give you the story, but it's a very anti-captivity story. The animals have relationships with each other and the humans. Therefore, we need to put them in the jungle, which I think is a little silly. But think about this. Sam Rockwell. Sam Rockwell, if you don't know, I'll just show the IMDb's. Oscar, at least nominated. Bryan Cranston, Oscar nominated. Angelina Jolie, Oscar nominated. Philippa Sousa. The gasp at the end of Hamilton. Helen Mirren, Danny DeVito, and the list goes on. I mean,
I missed a bunch of those people because I came in late.
I pointed out to her at the end. I will give you one when what's the name of the character? When Henrietta is saying her goodbyes. I'm not gonna give away anything. Don't freak out. When Henrietta is saying her goodbyes, she says, "Nobody loves you better." Now, if she had said it, "Nobody loves you," or whatever, it's Shaka Khan. Funny. It's Shaka Khan.
The chicken is hilarious.
Hey, Dizzy Lori. Well, Shaka Khan is Shaka Khan, and we throw in I screwed up the lyric, but you know what I'm talking. Anybody music? Well, Samson's here, right? You're in the music industry. Just Samson. I thought I saw some news from Live Nation last night on I don't know CNBC or Fox Business or one of the two. And I thought of you. It looks like your industry's coming back with a bang. I believe they will. Anyway. So I think I said hello to you, Dizzy Lori. Hello to you. So would I recommend the movie? So my daughter is 16, but she's a young 16. She will like it if she sits through it. Now,
loves animals.
There's at least 2 times where we say goodbye to someone, and the little kids will cry. And then at the end, they're definitely trying to make you cry. So there's at least 3 strong attempts to get you to cry in this movie. I say that because my kid won't like it. She will not like the crying parts.
No.
But yeah, we there's some exit scenes. And I thought I could have written it. It was very. I already know the story, and that's not because I know the story of Ivan the gorilla, the newsworthy story from the I don't know what 80s, 70s. I don't even know what 80s. Got to be 80s, right? I don't know what I'm talking about. But then the part where they took artistic license. A junior high kid could have written it. I mean, it's the same story we've written. It's a Saturday morning thing, which blows me away because so many stars in it. But so I don't know. You be you. You decide. Visually, it was decent. Bryan Cranston has taken some interesting roles. They made some interesting career choices. I love the guy. Off the cuff, he's hilarious. YouTube videos of him doing interviews. He's hilarious. Some of the roles he's taken since Breaking Bad have been interesting in my opinion, and this one was a little weird. Helen Mirren, Danny DeVito, Angelina Jolie, Philippa Sousa. Who am I missing? Sam Rockwell in the main thing. Some major stars. I thought it would be better. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it probably 2.5 Dole Whips, and that's because I'm not a big fan of the animals have a personality and we need to get them out. I don't know. I have trouble with that. You didn't see the whole thing, but what would you say about it for the peeps? And then we'll
So-
get back to. We'll catch up in chat. We'll get back to some Disney news after that.
So like as far as like the free the animals, like I'm all about getting them off the cement box and getting them out of there and putting them into like the preserve or something like the wild animal park where they have enrichment and grass.
In this community, you should probably say
or
Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom, right? Well, because I worked there.
Yeah, but they know animal.
Where they're enriched and they have grass and they have a real life. Like I'm totally for that. Freeing them in the wild is crazy because they can't.
I wasn't taking a position on should you put the animals in a box.
I'm just saying, do I like the story or not? Like
okay.
Freeing them in the wild, no, you can't do that. But it's cute for kids, sorta. I mean, I didn't see all.
It's hard for me to also enjoy a movie that's supposed to be cute for kids and make my kid cry.
Yeah.
I don't really love that, but whatever.
So I don't know.
4 or 5, you said?
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, it was. Visually, it was.
So for me, our youngest kid, Reagan, again, 16, but a young 16, she would love it right up to the point that there was a loss, and then she would probably not. She would probably wouldn't watch the rest. Yeah.
I'm out of here.
I'm going to get caught up in chat, and then we're going to talk about some other newsworthy things, a bunch of newsworthy things. We're already 16 minutes in, probably because I was singing Chaka Khan and stuff.
Someone said you don't look old enough to have a 16. We have a 27-year-old too.
So that's very, very sweet of you.
25.
Yeah, she's the youngest.
And a 19.
I don't know who said that, but I love you. I'm 50, and but we did start early. We adopted 2 of our kids, so we did. I actually remember it was like Applebee's or
but I mean
TGI Fridays or Chili's. We're sitting there once, and we're like, it was like when we were first together, so we had been like 25.
We would have been in their 20s when they were born, anyways.
We had a 4-year-old or a 6-year-old, somebody else's kid with us, and we were at Chili's. And we were 25, I think, right? Didn't we? 23, whatever.
20,
I don't know. Dating.
20,
No, we would have been married, right? Doesn't matter. And we did get a bunch of looks that night. And I remember because we were talking about adopting at the time. And I remember thinking, oh, they're judging us because we had the kid so early, even though it's somebody else's kid who screwed up and we're helping them.
It was
kind of enjoyed that. I know.
It was Taylor, and she looked like us. So that's why they probably thought.
It is fun when you adopt kids and everybody says, oh, they look just like you. I'm like, oh, okay. Thanks.
Actually, everyone thinks the 2 that we adopted look like us. And the other
More
2
than, I actually agree.
The other 2 they think are adopted. So
anyway,
we just laugh.
Who cares? All right. I can't say anything. I'm a White Sox fan. Hey, they're looking good right now, Andy. I love your third baseman. Moncada is a stud. Your stud Giolito threw a gem yesterday. I missed the name of this movie. The one and only Ivan. The one and only, all right? The one and only Ivan?
Yeah.
Didn't feel right when I said it. Just Sampson, studios need to stop humanizing animals and start humanizing. Oh my gosh.
So me and the girls.
Hold on. Let's just take a minute to appreciate the awesomeness that was. Just Sampson, I'm becoming a fanboy of Just Sampson. Studios need to stop humanizing animals and start humanizing humans. I would give you a standing ovation right now, except for you to see that, just my belly. Peloton, I'm going to fix that. But anyway, that is so good. I like that so much. I'm going to pretend like, hey, you know what, guys? I just came up with an idea. I like that. Amen.
Steal it.
I interrupted you. What were you going to say?
Oh, I on that same topic. Like the commercials for saving the animals are these like tear jerkers. But then we've got kids in foster care.
Thank you.
Needing homes that.
I'm not. Nah. Come on, I'm not for. It's like I'm for clean air. I'm for being nice to animals. But let's take care of the people. Yes. Tours may same person. Just Sampson. Tours may come back sooner, but the major festivals may take a bit. Time will tell. Lots of meetings. I saw the Live Nation CEO talking. Again, I don't know, Fox Business or CNBC, and they showed. I guess somebody recently had looked like a drive-in movie thing where they had platforms and people sat on there. That makes a lot of sense to me. I saw that too
for concerts.
Makes a lot of sense to me.
Like,
I would do
this all the time.
Right? That would be better.
That would be so amazing.
I love live music.
It's like a platform with chairs.
Yes, I would go more.
For your group.
I've turned into the guy who doesn't want to be on the floor anymore. I want my own seat because I don't want a bunch of 20-year-olds armpits in my face, and I got a boob here, I got a butt here. Yeah. There was a time and a place, not anymore. I'm just not in. And then BO, and I bring other people deodorant. So I'm down for a little social distancing. But Live Nation said that other countries are starting to come back, and we will too. Anyway, okay, let's keep going. The one and only Ivan, there you go. Hey, chat. Jack Sandy calls Logan in the house. What's going on? Listen while I make cards, so kind of quiet. That's okay. I'm glad you're here. Jeff, I got a keg instead of a 6-pack. Take it, use it, love it is mine. I don't know what you're talking about. I came up with this great idea. I just read it. Okay, let's talk news. So, a little Star Wars news. Did we beat that one to a pulp? Did we catch
Yeah,
up?
we did.
Anybody into the animated Star Wars movies? I haven't, or series. I still haven't watched Clone Wars, the animated. I still haven't watched.
Yeah, our kids love them.
The other one.
Well, the two youngest.
Thrawn and Ezra Bridger, which are huge in the animated story. I think Dave Filoni to return to Star Wars live action Disney Plus series. It's not. Oh, I was too impatient. There you go. There you go. More rumors are starting to get thrown around involving live action Star Wars series with Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ezra Bridger. So if you like The Mandalorian, there's talk about one, if not two, other live action series coming to Disney Plus. I haven't seen any confirmations. It could be BS. Pie Princess Red in the house. Good morning to you over on the West Coast. Glad you're here. I'm not going to read the whole thing because, as everybody knows, people hate being read to, but it's from movieweb.com to give credit where credit is due. Grand Admiral Thrawn and Ezra Bridger, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, will reportedly appear in the upcoming live-action Star Wars project, rumored to be a TV show, Disney Plus. The untitled series in question will reportedly feature Thrawn at the forefront. The series was rumored back at the beginning of June. Many insider claims that Lucasfilm was currently developing the project. Blah, 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 blah. I can't imagine how this isn't true. I don't always love talking about or getting excited about rumors, but with the success of The Mandalorian and the relative backlash towards episode 7, 8, and 9, even though they're huge hits, record-breaking hits even, it just makes sense. I do think that while the world's going to get back to normal, I think that we have learned a couple things. One, we can work from home. Two, we can watch movies from home. I think AMC, which I have bought and I've been happy with, and they're going to do well because of relatively to where they're at. You know, I bought at $2. They're at $8 or $4 or $5 now, and whatever. Things like, well, I don't even want to go into stock talk here, but the movie theaters are going to change because we're more comfortable on our own couches now. We're more comfortable not spending $12 times 4 times another $50 for food. You can just get, if you can get first run stuff at home and Disney Plus, the TV at home. So my point in saying all this is some of the best is going to start coming. I don't know that Mulan's going to do spectacular, but the truth is, even if it's a dud compared to everything else, it's going to be a huge profit maker for Disney, putting it straight to Disney Plus. So I guess that's my long way of saying this kind of stuff's going to get made. Why wouldn't Disney Plus make a couple more? Because at some point, like what's happening with many people with Netflix is they're like, hey, I've been home for 3 months and I've seen everything I want to see Netflix. When's the next big thing? Let's be real. That's why the Tiger King was a hit. That's why there a couple of the other recent shows have been a hit. They're not that good. We're bored. We're looking for stuff. Disney Plus has got a bunch of new content right now, but in a couple months, that'll start drying up. In maybe a year, that'll start drying up. Disney Plus will have to continually put that back, and they are, and they will, just like Netflix is doing. My point, that was a long diatribe to say, more Star Wars live action is coming to Disney Plus, for sure. For sure. Andy O says, I started them, need to continue them. They are good, but the fiance wasn't into it. Samson says, lots of drive-in events. Yeah. my other daughter, my 19-year-old, went to a drive-in theater for the first time with her friends. Was it last weekend?
For her birthday.
And you know what she said? I said, how was the movie? She said, Dad, I didn't even watch it. We had such a good time.
We just talked.
All they did was have a good time and annoy the person sitting next to them, I think. Is probably.
Yeah.
And so,
it's like we were talking, but we had the windows up.
It's a more social event, right? It's like watching TV. Like, so I think it's the way to go. I think I lost where I
The
was.
princess just woke up and she's like, where am I? Because she was at her house last time she was awake. She's like, surprise, you're at grandma's house.
Yeah, Samson's talking about the drive-in events and stuff. So like the movie theaters only need 10% of their capacity to break even. So they're going to do fine. I do think that they'll pull back because some of them have been, come on, you go to a movie theater, you know it's being run by a 19-year-old. There's a 25-year-old who's in the back doing whatever he's doing while the 18-year-old's running around and spilling my popcorn. So you don't need a lot of effort there. Live events is different. Live events takes professionals. Live events has lighting and security and, well, you know, and so I do think it's going to be a different challenge, let's say, to do the live events. Just like sports, right? Sports, you don't just, hey guys, go play. You need stadium attendance and stuff. So and the live events, it's not only all the local venues, but then all the people who travel. Hey, beautiful. So my point is that I'm trying to say that might come back slower, but people want it, so they'll be moved for it. BS is abbreviation for obscene word, which means something He's blowing. Okay, thank you. Everly needs some Disney head bows.
No.
We totally agree. So
Definitely gonna
Google
have to find
scares
some.
Google. I love Google, but they scare the crap out of me. So I know I type a lot of stuff into my phone, right? There's no way I've ever typed bows in the phone, but we've been talking a lot of bow talk because the baby, and we've been talking about we need some Disney bows because mom, this is grandma, mom likes the big bows, like bigger than our car.
Yes.
And it's pretty dang funny, and we love it now.
Her head down.
But we don't have any Disney ones.
No, because she has to have the really stretchy ones.
There's your Etsy opportunity. Make some big, huge Disney
find
bows.
Some stretchy Disney fabric. Yeah.
Anyway, if you know an Etsy channel Etsy shop that has big Disney bows, send them my way. The Clone Wars is excellent. I hear it is. Great writing and backstory of what happened during the Clone Wars. Also great animation. I am a Dave Filoni fan, which is weird because I haven't watched his stuff. I mean, I'm obviously watching The Mandalorian. Watching the Disney Comic-Con things online and listening to interviews with him, I became a huge Dave Filoni fan the past 4 or 5 years. But I still haven't watched his stuff. When the Disney Plus service was coming out, my first thing I planned to do was watch all the Disney animated stuff. I'm sorry, the Star Wars animated stuff. And here we are months later. I still haven't.
I know.
I'm afraid to start a thing, right? I don't want to start. Like, I can sit down for 2 hours and watch a movie on occasion. To sit down and start something that I know is a whole bunch of hours of my future, I just don't want to do it right now. I got too much stuff. Andy says AMC streaming service, bring the theater home. You know, I don't think that's what they want to do. The CEO of AMC definitely believes that the theater is a social event and that people will come to it. And I agree with that. I think that the drive-in thing's got to play. I think that the big comfy seats and the 4D experience thing in the theaters is the way to go. I think the cheap ones will probably mostly die away. They'll stick around because people like a cheap movie, but they'll probably cater to a little higher end and a little lower end, and the middle will get eaten, in my opinion. Hey, Taylor. Taylor's in the house. Taylor from Taylor Made Magic from the Mickey Bunch reminds me to say 2 things. One, tonight, Disney Pins Live, 11 o'clock Eastern Time, 10 o'clock here, Disney Pins Live. We talk pins. We give away some pins. It's a lot of fun. Also, spilling the tea, sipping the juice, kicking down your coffee, knocking over the soda can.
Sipping the juice.
Something like that is a year old. Today, or at least they're celebrating their year anniversary. So I think it goes on for hours. I don't know when it starts, but I'll be on there at some point. Over 30 different channels will be guesting on Spilling the Tea tonight. I'm pretty sure it's on the Mickey Bunches channel. So if you like the Disney community, part of the Disney community, give them some love. Check them out. I would tell you when I'm going to be on, but I don't know. But when I get home from work, I'll send her a message and pop on if she has an opening. So that should be a lot of fun. So please go check out them and then Disney Pins Live with Taylor and me and her mama, Kelly. Go Grandma, you were in Texas, so need a big bow. Yeah, Mom is Brittany. Brittany is a school teacher, and that's why we have the kid this week and for a while, and it's really awesome. And big bows are the way. Matter of fact, if we take a picture and post it without the big bow, we hear about it. So Brittany's probably watching right now.
I don't even have to post it. I can just send her a picture of what she's doing today, and she'll go, "Where's her bow?" And I'll take a picture of it sitting next to me or something.
Disney Lori says Posh Peanut has a great head. You just wanted me to say the words Posh Peanut, right?
Oh, she has a whole collection of Posh
Hey, watch
Peanut.
this. I'll make Jeff say Posh Peanut.
Here, hold that blanket up. This is her newest Posh. Yeah, her mama just got.
Apparently, Grandma knows what the heck you're talking about.
Yeah, it's a bamboo fabric.
It's
and
very
she has
soft.
A bunch of outfits made out of that. Yep. She's definitely a Posh Peanut girl.
Posh Peanut is a dumb name. I'm just going to say it there.
It's expensive.
That sounds dumb. They are trying to kill me with the 4 hour. It's a 4 hour stream. Okay. Taylor, you can tell people what time it is if you want. I don't even know. Oh, right. Family of educators, right? I mean, I guess. Yeah. We run homeschooling programs. I think educators are more educated than me. We definitely work with educators.
More hands-on.
More than I mean, I have classes. You have classes, but it's.
We teach, yes.
I guess.
Yes.
I guess. My daughter is been in 5 years now, 4 years, how long in the public school system.
And her husband also.
Golly, that sounds. Yeah, and her husband doesn't feel right. Okay, there you go. Taylor 6010. I'm assuming that's Eastern time. But yeah, we're definitely
and
into
our other
kids.
daughter teaches preschool.
Yeah, well, that's right.
And then Peyton.
Again, we were a Boys and Girls Club family, and so all of them work with the Boys and Girls Club.
Art with us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're definitely.
I guess we are.
Yeah.
To say we're educators, I don't want anybody to think I'm a teacher because I'm not. But I guess, I mean, you can think I'm a teacher. What do I care? All right. This is kind of fun. Cirque du Soleil. I've never gone to a Cirque du Soleil thing, but here's where Cirque du Soleil will return to Disney Springs. This is, what is it? Inside the Magic, the blog, just to give credit where credit's due, insidethemagic.net. Drawn to life. I like the art. I was drawn to the, I don't know, it's not a logo, whatever that promo thing is. Cirque du Soleil is coming back to Walt Disney World's shopping and dining district, Disney Springs, but it won't happen until 2020. Yeah. According to Cirque du Soleil's website, the show Drawn to Life will open at Disney Springs on February 10th, 2021. That's not so bad. Shows are currently scheduled from that day through March 31st, 2021. So only about a month and a half. I won't read the whole thing, but for a little more context, replacing La Nuba and originally slated to open at Disney Springs in April, who cares? Drawn to Life and the rest of the Cirque crew was hit hard by the global pandemic, blah, blah, blah. They even declared bankruptcy. But as the saying goes, the show must go on. No longer active tickets. Okay, who cares? I'm trying to get you the information that I found earlier. Whatever. It's good news and it's bad news if you're into that. It's coming back. I don't know the situation. Just because you go bankrupt doesn't mean you're out of business, and I'm assuming that's what happened with Cirque du Soleil, but I'm not going to pretend like I know that much about it. My point is that Big Beautiful thing is going to have performances in it again. I have eaten nachos and looked up at that Big Beautiful building many a time. Yeah, but I've never gone in yet. ATJH in the house, what's going on? Good stuff. Taylor said 6, he missed it. Yeah, Taylor, 6 to 10. I'm assuming that's Eastern time. I've always wanted to see Cirque too. You know, when I was a kid, I wanted to see Blue Man Group and Kenny Rogers because I'd get those ads in Southern California. Yeah. They were in Vegas. Guys. And then the Blue Man Group kind of morphed into wanting to see Cirque du Soleil. They just look amazing. I think I want to do it. Cool. But I haven't yet, but someday. So that'll be fun. So it's coming back. A lot of people who are Disney peeps who go to Walt Disney World have been wondering what was going to happen there. So I thought we'd talk about that a little bit when I saw that. There's a couple other things too. So I'm not a big Figment guy. Like, I like Figment, kinda.
You like him more than we do.
I do, but I don't like it as much as my Disney peeps do.
A lot of people love him.
Hey, Corey Meets World in the house. What's going on? Enjoyed your show last night. Corey goes every Thursday night live. One of my very favorites, and will definitely be one of your favorites. Go check him out. Great guy and a great channel. So I bet he likes. I guarantee he likes. I am 100% positive he likes Figment more than I do, because those Orlandoians, the people who are from Orlando, they grew up with it. They like it like I like Jungle Cruise. Mm-hmm. I don't know. He's, you know what it's not? It's kind of your fault. He's not our dragon.
No.
Who's your favorite dragon?
Elliot.
Nothing like Figment, right?
No.
And this guy is creepy as heck, but you guys love him. Tony Baxter wants to, of course it goes away. Tony Baxter, Disney legend, straight from Blog Mickey, as you can see, wants to redo Journey into Imagination with Figment, would come out of retirement to help. The creepy guy creeps me the heck out. I'm just not going to lie. I don't know. No, it's gone. I mean, no. Okay. The ride they have, we've never done either.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Again, no, I won't read the whole thing, but here it comes. Hey, Nata Barb, what's going on? Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. One of the agenda items on many Epcot fans' wish lists over the years has been a redo of Journey into the Imagination with Figment attraction in Future World. When Disney announced their ambitious plans for an Epcot overhaul, some of which has been scaled back because of the worldwide stupidity, they left out Journey into the Imagination with Figment from the discussion. Many fans were holding out hope that a refresh of the ride might come in a later phase, because they never said nothing, at least not that I ever saw. But with Disney tightening the purse strings, again, just reading from Blog Mickey, in the coming years, as the travel industry rebounds, which it will, buy your stocks now, from a global pandemic, any phase 2 or phase 3 Epcot plans could be years in the future. Tony Baxter just said he'd come out of retirement to redo Journey into Imagination. So I'll be thinking about that for the rest of my life. Of course, Disney fans would actually know that Tony Baxter recently came out of retirement, kind of, to work on another project, the reimagining of Splash Mountain into a Princess and the Frog themed attraction. Baxter will be the creative advisor on the retheming after working on the original Splash Mountains, which is why when people freak out about, oh, they're going to ruin it. No, they're not. One of the creative geniuses of Disney that did it is going to do this one too. I really think this is just Disney Orlando fans, Walt Disney World fans, wanting something that they took away. Because see, I mean, that's ugly, people. Imagination, Epcot, people love that Figment thing. As always, blah 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 blah. So, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited about that? I got to be honest, I couldn't care less. Like, I'm not a Figment guy. I've got some Figment pins. It's a cute little Figment pin thing. It's a cute little character.
You have them on a shirt, maybe.
I probably do, but I don't have the love for Figment and that creepy guy that a lot of you guys do. Let's get caught up in chat. No, Corey is not a huge fan. The attraction is not what it used to be. We need to. Okay, there you go. So there you go. I mean, Tony Baxter. Obviously, if you're Disney nut like I am, if you're really, really into Disney like some of you in the chat are, you know who he is. And anything he's going to do, I'm going to be okay with. I'm just not a big proponent of bringing it back. Now, Epcot, the imagination thing was kind of a neat pull for the story of Epcot. And I do love that. I do love that it talks about being creative and all that. But the actual characters, I don't get it. I don't get it, but I know a lot of you do. But okay, so Corey says not a huge fan. Sorry, Mr. Oh, no problem. Oh, Pirate Princess Red talking to Corey. Okay. I can take it or I leave it, says Misty. Okay, I couldn't care less about, but Tony. See, that's where I'm at, Taylor. I don't care about that character because, again, I'm an Anaheim original. I came from, that sounds weird. I'm an Anaheim original.
Well,
I'm a Southern California Disney guy. So the original stuff, in, like, for me, Small World is pretty cool. You guys got a crappy Small World out there, right? We've got Indiana Jones. You got Dinosaur. Oh, I laugh out loud when people say they love dinosaurs. I'm like, that rides things. You guys should do Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones is so much better.
I think it's where I'm at with Figment. I don't love it. I love Orange Bird, and that's from Florida.
See, I like Orange Bird too.
I think that just comes down. I do too, Figment. And I didn't know him in Southern California either. But Figment, I think for me, Figment is instead of Elliot, and I just can't. I got to pick a side. Elliot. It's like Iron Man or.
But they made Elliot
Captain
cute
America
and round, and they made Figment more lizard looking.
Yeah, and creepy. Anyway, that's what I think. See, there you go. Pirate Princess Red says Figment is so cute. There you go. I totally love Figment in the song. See, most of my Disney World friends are huge fans of this.
Yeah.
It's like Mission Space. It's like. Do I even say what I'm about to say? The ride in the ball that you guys are all in love with needs a refresh so bad. It's
the ride in the ball.
It smells like the 70s to me. Right?
Yeah.
And they're obsessed with it. I love y'all. I love y'all. Anyway, only the Small World is terrible. Small World in Orlando is so bad. Nope, Small World I can only. Yeah, see, you guys would love Small. Well, no, you might not love it. You wouldn't despise it the way you do. I don't know. Corey says, "Oh man, are you serious, Corey? Corey has some connections. Yeah. Corey, do you know who I'm talking about? I said Corey met. He's the guy who made you come in when he had Yeehaw Bob on, and you know, right? Yeah. He does some really good stuff. Had the opportunity to run into Tony in California and talk for a few minutes about Big Thunder. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I've heard he's a nice guy. Just Samson, I'm glad you were here, buddy. You have a great day. Hopefully, I'll see you soon. Have a great weekend too. Mission Space. I've only been on it once. I mean, I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. What does the 70s smell like? Your grandpa's jacket that hasn't been washed in 7 years as you donate it to the resale shop.
And a little
That's
bit of
the smell.
Tobacco smoke.
And like a plasticky smell that you're not sure where it came from. And there's usually a little bit of tobacco. And when you're really unlucky, a cat used it as a potty. That's what the 70s smells like, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Spaceship Earth, yeah, the ride on the ball that puts you to sleep. But it opened in 82. Yeah, I don't know. I know you guys love Spaceship Earth. Yeah. Anyway, so that's it. We're done. It's 9:58 here. It is 10 o'clock straight up in 2 minutes here Central Time. I know where Paximus is going. I know where Just Samson is going. Same place I'm going, the income stream. Pat Flynn, if you want to learn how to grow online, make an income, if you're trying to make this a full-time gig, or you just want to have a side hustle, or maybe you just like somehow find a way to pay for the stupid camera that you got to get so you can up your game here on YouTube. Maybe you've got an idea for a product. If you want to grow financially and you think this is the way to do it, Pat Flynn, the income stream, is live in 1 minute. I'm a big fan. I'm there almost every day. I usually miss Wednesdays, but I love it. I'm saying that to you. He doesn't need any promotion. He's doing fine. I'm saying it for you because a lot of you guys talk about wanting to grow and getting an income, and that's the best place to start. I can guarantee it, Pat Flynn. Also, a lot of great Disney streamers. Myers the Mouse probably goes live. Anybody who's going live, you say it right now. You got like a minute because I'm going to get out of here. But I really appreciate it. I didn't get to all the news. We will save it tomorrow. I did have an idea for a wheel in a game, but I knew it wouldn't work. We'll see. With the baby, we might not pull it out. But it's Friday. Go do something awesome for somebody. That can be you, but do it for somebody else too. And, you know, do something fun. Do something for your future self today. And I think that's it for now. Have the best day ever. Anything you want to say before we say goodbye?
No, we'll see you guys. Well, you won't see her tomorrow, but we'll see you tomorrow.
We'll be back same time tomorrow. And again, Dizzy Pin's live tonight. And I will be on Sipping the Tea.
Sipping the sometime. Tea, the bow's falling off. Oh dear, the bow fell
Nana
off.
Barr, Piper's is Red, Hitchhiking Bones, Misty D, Lori, Paximus, Taylor, Corey, everybody who's in here, Andy, love you. Thanks for being here. Have the best day ever. Oh, and Sunday night, Myers and the Mouse. Mama, ooh, I don't want to craft, but maybe you can teach me how.
What's Grandpa singing?
Little.
Seems like you're so loud, Grandpa.
That's it. Gotta go. Have fun storming the castle. See you soon. Later.